Welcome back to Crash Bandicoot. We're going to the high road.
You take the high road and I'll take the low road.
And we have another guest.
Life is a highway.
Oh yeah, we have another guest. Introduce yourself.
I'm Vicious Phantom. I reviewed video games and comics. You probably know me. Not at all. But if you do know me, it's because I hate games everybody likes.
Yeah, I remember. I saw your Mega Man 2 review.
And my Metroid Prime review, and my Brawl review, and my Five Nights at Freddy's review.
Yeah,
These are all games that people like that I didn't.
I'm indifferent to Mega Man 2 at best.
Yeah, I like Mega Man 2, but I think people are overpraising it, to be honest.
Yeah.
The soundtrack is really the only thing that deserves all the praise it gets.
The thing with me is that the challenge doesn't feel as rewarding as the first game. It feels more like cheap challenge, like one-hit kills and stuff like that.
Well, like, Mega Man 1 wasn't really hard. A lot of people talk about how difficult Mega Man 1 is, but I breezed through that game, even my first try. Mega Man 2, like, there are elements of really good design there, but everything is designed just to screw you over. I always bring up Quickman Stage as a perfect example of this.
Yes.
It's clear that they wanted you to stop and try to think of a way to go through, but you have a split second to react to those beams. You can't stop, and you can't pause to look at it, because not only does your inventory take up a big part of the screen, for whatever reason in Quickman Stage the entire thing just goes black when you pause the game.
Ah, that's weird.
Yeah, Mega Man 1 isn't, like, super hard of a game. It's just the general challenge just feels more rewarding than the second game, because the second game for the most part is way too easy for me, and the challenge just feels really cheap and tacked on.
Yeah. Another example of a really bad challenge was in the first Wily stage. I wouldn't even really call this a challenge, just really bad design choices.
I think I know what
To get to the Mecha Dragon, you need to use item number 1. But if you run out of item number 1, you either have to completely die and get a game over and start over, or you have to go down to the level below and grind the exact same Sniper Joe over and over and over again.
Yeah, that's bad design.
Yeah, I hate things like that. But, Chase, tell us some of your experience with Crash 1.
If you have any.
Yeah.
I played the first island, and that's it. Because Crash 1, I feel, has not aged incredibly well. The controls are rather clunky. I feel, and like, if the controls were just a bit better, I really like Crash 1, but mainly it's just the sort of clunky controls that ruin it for me. Yeah, it's a well-designed game.
Yeah, compared to the sequels, I can see why.
Yeah, like Crash 2 and 3 controls like butter, but this game is just it hasn't aged particularly well. Because I can see what you mean.
Still, like, I'd still say it's a good game. It's just not.
Yeah.
I just didn't like it.
Yeah. The main problem with me is just getting 100%, because to get a gem.
God.
Yeah. To get a gem, you can't die.
Yeah, I hate that, especially in this level. God.
I hear a lot of people talk about Slippery Climb.
Yeah, this is like one of the most annoying levels in platforming history.
Yeah. It's that one level. Almost every platformer has one of those levels.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to think of a platformer that didn't have one.
I think Sunset Vista is honestly worse than this, just because even though that level isn't as hard, this one isn't as long, so when you die, it's not as painful.
Until you realize I gotta go through all that over again.
Yeah.
But at least it's not a 10-minute level like Sunset Vista. That's just a pain in the rear end.
Yeah, that level took up nearly all of Part 5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, since we're talking about Slippery Climb, apparently the developers were going to put in another version of this level which was harder, but they took it up because even they knew how hard it was.
Yeah, I've seen that. People have been able to bring that
Yeah,
level
you can
back.
still access it. To my knowledge, the only difference is like the enemies don't move. Everything else is still perfectly functional.
Yeah, I've seen the level. It's pretty much just like this, except everything is arranged to make it a lot harder.
Slippery climb, the harder version, because we hate you.
Basically.
I love this kind of art style though, but the actual level is just a pain.
Yeah. Cause
I think it might just be me or YouTube's compression, but the rain effect looks like it would really screw with your vision.
Not really. I've never really had that problem.
Yeah, then it's either just me or YouTube's compression.
Probably YouTube.
We just got 60 FPS integration for Chrome.
Yeah, I love that. It makes games like Mario Kart 8 and Smash look gorgeous.
Yeah.
That hasn't really worked for me. Well, probably because I'm using a Mac, but still, like, even though I have Chrome, I tried testing it out. It's not really working in my favor. But once again, that probably could be because I'm using a Mac, but I don't know for sure.
Maybe. For me, it's still kind of difficult for me to notice that it's in 60 frames, because unless 60 and 30 frames per second are running right alongside each other, like in Smash 3DS, they look exactly the same to me. Because, like, I noticed the difference in Smash 3DS because the rest of the main game ran at 60 frames per second, whereas the Pokemon and the trophies ran at 30. So I could see the difference. But if I'm playing a game that runs at 60, and then I go and play a game that runs at 30, I don't see any difference.
Yeah, I see that as well. Because, well, there have been times when I play Kart 8 with like 3 or more people where it goes to 30 frames, and I don't see much of a difference then, but when I do like 1 or 2 players, it does feel a lot smoother.
I guess because like there's so many things on screen at once for Mario Kart 8, it probably couldn't handle it running it at 60 frames per second for 4 players.
Yeah.
Although, probably I think the game this year with the most impressive frame rate, like just keeping it steady, was Hyrule Warriors. You seen how many models that thing got to render at once?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of
still runs. I think it runs at a solid 60.
It kind of drops a little bit in co-op from what I've played, but not not too much to make it unplayable.
Yeah, I haven't played co-op, so it's gone perfectly smooth for me.
Yeah, I've played most of the game in just single player, and yeah, it's been working flawlessly.
I just want to point out I just want to point out that the most recent update to Hyrule Warriors increased the level cap from like 99 to 150.
Wow. The
completionist is going to have a field day with that.
Don't the DLC packs have like entirely different adventure maps?
I think
yeah, they add new characters and new maps and a couple of new weapons.
Oh, that's gonna kill me. It's like
I still need to finish the CS story that came with the first DLC pack.
Yeah, Hyrule Warriors and Smash are just gonna destroy my Christmas break.
Yeah.
I can see why.
For me, it's probably going to be writing this review of Sonic Universe number 5 through 8 that I've had the script open for like 3 days and have had no progress on.
Anyways, I guess I should mention this. In this level, the Aku Aku masks act as a light, so if you get hit and lose him, the stage will just go black.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Because
they bring these levels back in the Firefly levels in Crash 2.
Yeah.
But they were way more manageable in Crash 2, because you could get because Fireflies... I don't think you lost Fireflies by getting hit. I think they just disappeared after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, they just leave after a certain time.
Yeah, so you basically have to be quick. Well, you have to be quick here because the Aku's, like, light that like vanishes after a while.
Like they specifically designed it just to be a pain.
Yeah. So it works better in 2 and 3 because the bugs aren't like your life.
Yeah.
It's a nice idea, but it's just, especially the secret level of this, it's just a pain to play.
Yeah, I couldn't finish this game normally, so I couldn't imagine trying to do 100%.
I'm actually doing it in this playthrough.
Yeah, he's 100%ing it.
Because why?
I noticed that cutaway.
Sun997 is online.
Yeah.
Shout out to whoever that is.
That's Golden Guy.
That guy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Golden Guy.
Well, then Golden Guy gets a cameo in this video.
Yeah, it's funny how that instantly popped up when I started re-recording. Isn't this the second Ruins level we've had?
I think so. I don't. Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
I'm honestly kind of with Ted from Brain Scratch with this. It's kind of jarring to have like all the levels in the third island original, and then you get to this where it's like a rehash.
Yeah.
We couldn't think of anything else, so here's this.
Yeah, and again, I think it would have worked better if this was like on one of the other islands.
Probably.
Yeah.
Something that I've noticed in this stage so far, and it's kind of a problem with a lot of early 3D games, the field of your depth perception is not the game's strong suit. It's kind of hard to tell how far away you are from a platform sometimes.
Yeah, the draw distance could be better.
Yeah, the draw distance isn't like, it's not good or bad. It's just kind of in between. Because
this is just a problem in general when you got to do platforming like this. Like,
you got to change your battery.
Oh yeah.
When you're doing like side scrolling, then it's manageable because you can judge how far you are. But when you're at an angle from behind the character or in front of them, it's really hard to tell.
All right, jump on that iron crate up there because there's a hidden box up there. And
yeah, how do they expect you to know that?
Yeah, I don't know how they expect you to know that. That's just dumb.
If you are proficient enough in really cryptic games,
yeah,
you'll know.
Yeah,
basically, if you could figure out the last puzzle in PT without a guide, you could probably do it.
Okay.
Yeah, but that box there always stomps me, like, every time. No matter how many times I do it.
I like how you're invincible, but you almost no need for invincibility, except for that bit there.
Yeah. Well, even then, you probably could do that.
Oh yeah, I just noticed your lives reset because you said you just recorded a new section.
Yeah. I almost recorded the whole...
It's always really weird when games do that. Mario games do that. If you have like 20 lives and turn off the game, you'll come back and you'll have 5.
Yeah. Wow, stop getting crushed.
I really thought I was going to die.
Perception.
I think the depth perception is worst in these levels, to be honest.
Yeah, because at that and because you're almost in complete darkness.
Yeah.
For it, so I can see why.
Although at least they remembered to keep in your drop shadow, Eggman Land.
Although I do like that Crash usually transitions to like 2D and 3D platforming like seamlessly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it feels more natural.
So I just remembered, isn't in Crash 1, don't the TNT boxes not count if they blow up off screen?
Yeah. Like, well, I think when you like touch a TNT crate and walk off screen, the explosion won't like make other boxes nearer explode.
Yeah, the explosion will happen, it just won't set off any other boxes.
Yeah, you basically have to be there.
Which is one thing I'm glad they fixed.
If you didn't see it, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Glad they fixed that in the sequels.
Look how lucky
What?
that was.
What the?
That's like trying to put. That's like accidentally performing the wall jump in Mario, like the wall jump in Mario 1.
I don't care, I won. Just see me just standing there like dumbfounded.
Yeah, I love how you put that over Cortex and Teddy. Like, how did you survive that?
Yeah.
Jaws of Darkness. Is that the new Jaws movie?
Who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised, actually.
I've never watched any of those.
Me neither.
Only watch the first one. The first one is the only good one.
Okay.
Like, it's really funny. You look at the scores for all the Jaws movies on Rotten Tomatoes. The first one has like 100%, and the second one I think goes right down to a 40%. The second's at 20, the third's at 15, and then the fourth one is at like 5.
Damn.
They like dropped.
Like every installment, it just gets worse.
Apparently.
Yeah, the first one was the only one that was good.
Well, now I know which one to watch.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, if you want to laugh, watch the other ones, but if you want to legitimately good movie, just watch the first one.
Alright, that makes sense.
See you in part 7.
Which is the final part.
Yay.